arrived at my next spot. I've travelled about 70 or 80 kilometres to get here. It takes a while when you're travelling on gravel roads and when you don't want to wear out your tyres, so I was going 60. But it allowed me to get some footage along the way and just enjoy the view. But yeah, I've come to this place. It's like a mini wave rock. It's still a wave, it's just this really lovely big curvature. I don't know if the camera is going to do it justice, but I'm going to get out with my little Fuji and I'm going to just take some photos around this little spot, see what it looks like. And it's more of like having a bit of a play with this camera. There is a spot that I want to photograph a little later on, probably once I get this area sussed, and then I'll know what I'm doing. I need my 10 to 24mm on just to capture the scale, otherwise my 16 to 80 just won't do it justice. But yeah, lovely big rock. But there is a spot that I want to go to where there's this crack in the rock face and you can actually walk through it, and I really want to get a photograph of that while I'm here. Gonna get out my Fuji X-T4, which is in my camera bag right here. Got all the gear in here as you can see. So I've got my Fuji X-T4 here, I've got my Canon 5D Mark IV there, got some filters and some lenses and stuff. Got a little walk around this little patch right here. I think that's me done for this little area. Now to head back to the car, and yeah, this area is just so tight. But I'm going to get some other photos on my way back, because I noticed as I was walking to this, if I got out with a nice long lens, it's going to work really nicely. So I won't record that, but I'll throw up some images once I'm done here. Okay, so I've got some news for you. I've been trying to look around for this crack in the rock face, and I haven't had any phone reception until now. I'm up on top of a rock right now, up on top of the rock. It's pretty tall and got these amazing views over the area. What it has allowed me to discover is the area I was looking for is actually down where we originally were, you know, where we were taking photos of that little wave. It was just, if I went to my left, I would have found that spot, but I thought it was further around on this rock face. I do have some unfortunate news. The weather has changed, and it's for the worst. I've come out here early to avoid the rains, and I don't know if you can see this. It's predicting 10 to 20 mils of rain, which is more than likely. It'll probably even have more. And these areas out here, I'm driving on dirt roads, and when they once the rain gets on them, it becomes incredibly slick. Now I've got rain possibly starting tonight, going to tomorrow, on Sunday, and a little bit on Monday, and it's saying thunderstorms as well. So the possibilities that I could have is, one, I probably couldn't shoot it. Well, I could shoot in it, but I could get stranded out here. I have got about 56 litres of petrol left in my tank, so that's going to get me 400 kilometres easily. But I've got plenty of water, I've got plenty of food. If I need to get more water, I can either gather it from the rain, or I can, there's a rainwater tank. It says not potable, but I've got water purification tablets in my car, or in my camera bag, so I've got enough to filter 100 or treat 100 litres of water. So that, and I've got plenty of food if I haven't already mentioned, and I've got enough power as well, you know, I can conserve the power as well. So yeah, my solar system is doing rather well, I must say. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. There was another spot I wanted to go to, but I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to go down to that spot where I was originally and go left, get a nice little photo in that little area. I really want to get a photo in there with the Fuji, go in with a nice wide angle lens and just capture that little void. It's a nice little cave, it's not very big looking at some of the photos, and then I think we'll head over to another rock where I want to go, maybe stay there the night. Maybe the weather might be a little different over there, but I think it's only like, I think it's just over that way. I think I can see the rock from here. I think it's about 10 kilometers away from where I currently am. So yeah, this has really chucked a spanner in the works. It's thrown out my plans by 2 days. So I've got to get to somewhere that's a bit more, where there's probably more roads, you know, paved roads versus dirt roads. So yeah, probably going to be doing a bit more driving today than I wanted to. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't want to drive on these dirt roads when it's rained, because I know how slick they can become and how dangerous it is. Right, so off we go back to where we originally were. I've just got my little video mic on the camera because where I'm going, I've had problems with granite before in the past, where it's gone a bit blotchy or it's hasn't worked. So I'm hoping, well, I know this one will work. Oh, it's so hot. It's 37 degrees outside, and it's so hot in the sun. I'm sweltering. It's so much hotter than where I was before. Even though I'm glad there was a breeze though. Oh. Yeah, back to where we were earlier. Oh, about an hour's passed since I was here last, and it feels like I'm going home. It's weird when you get those sort of moments. Oh. Yeah, look at this beautiful spot though. One thing I have found when it comes to when it's really kind of windy like this out here, something's coming, because normally it is dry. I mean, it's not windy at all and it's just stinking hot, but something is coming. You can feel this coolness in the air, so I suspect that means rain. So it's raining somewhere. Oh, that's a broken bench. Missed that on the way in. Yeah, I think they need to replace that. Alright, go through here again. The spiky bushes. Monty's Pass. Now this is why I didn't go before, because I thought it was going to be a long trail. So this is where we're going to go. Oh, I'm knackered. It's this heat, I'm just going through fluids really quickly. So I originally saw this and I thought, oh, not much of it, but it's just beyond this. Okay, so the trail that's telling us to go here. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Whoop. Oh, I'm so glad I found this. Whoop. Oh, wow. Well, we're in the cave and I've just had to switch my Pocket 2 over to manual mode for the focus, for the exposure, because it was just going all over the place. No idea why, I think it's the heat, to be honest, but yeah. How is this cave? Well, it's not really a cave, it's more of a breakaway in the rock face, so this would have been linked up at one stage. But this is just beautiful. Oh. So yeah, I'm probably going to get these lovely little rocks in the foreground here. I don't know if you can see that just down there. And get the nice curvature going around, shoot nice and wide. Probably shoot this a 3:2 aspect ratio at probably 16mm. Yeah, I want to get everything in, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, I was expecting it to be cooler in here, but sadly it's not. Oh, hopefully the sound is alright, hopefully everything sounds good. So yeah, let's get set up. Hopefully I don't get you in the frame here, because we're going to shoot very wide at 10mm. No filters. So when you're going by working out your exposure, don't go by what your screen looks like, go by what your histogram says. So on the back of my screen it looks incredibly bright, but my histogram is saying I'm about in the middle. I've got no blown whites or anything like that. We're not going to have any blown whites in here. I'm also going to go back to manual focus. There we go. We've turned off that back button focus now, and we've gone to shutter button, which is our focus now, as it was when it came out. So yeah, so I'm going to get my focus, so I'm probably going to go, let's just have a look. So I'm going to zoom in. That's looking actually pretty good. Where is my focus ring? With this 10 to 24mm ring, the focus ring is very stiff compared to the other lens, which is very smooth. So me switching between them is a bit of a challenge, or something to get used to. Just yeah, I'm loving these lines. This might be a monochrome image, but I'm going to shoot in color anyway. So f13, about 1.5 seconds. Yeah, that looks nice. So now to take the photo. IS is turned off, remember? There we go. I love it that I can use this cable release. There's a cable release that you can buy that plugs into the camera, but this does the same job. Why not use this? It doesn't make sense. And these are cheap as chips. I'll try and get a bit further in and show it going around, get it that nice curvature, sort of showing the scale. Leave everything here. I don't think anyone is going to come by. Just going to have a little walk through here. Just look at this. Wow. Look up there. Wow, this thing is amazing. Wow, that is overexposed. My camera is really struggling. Okay, so it doesn't go on for very long. Well, it's getting dark now. There's a little bit of a cove in here. I don't know if it's going to show up. No, it's not. Oh! Now we're at the other end. I think I quite like this composition through here. That nice little teaser. I'd be careful and not get the light coming in. That could look quite nice. So glad I found this. Oh, I'd have been gutted if I didn't find it. And we have. So now to grab the gear. What is really trippy about this, all of this way, you'd think the end of the rock would be right into the dirt. But look at this. Can you see that? There is outside light right there. Yeah, just on the other side of that is daylight. Wow. My thing is really playing up with me now. So now I need to get my camera in position I can't see much in here, but thankfully we've got my bright torch here, so we turn it on. See, it's working nicely there. Just wow, amazing. Get nice and bright, you can see a lot more there. Actually, I think my torch is overpowering the scene a little bit there. But yeah, there's this nice little cove in here. So I might do a little bit of light painting. I don't know if you can see that right there. There's a little cove. So, wow, there's actually chunks of rock. They're just delaminating. Oh, gonna still, I've got something in my eye. So yeah, it seems to be delaminating itself, which is pretty normal for these rocks over age. Wonder how long it's been like this for. I'm guessing this would have definitely been, that would have been sitting up against this at some stage, and then just once it just slid. Wow, amazing what nature can do, eh? So yeah, I've got my lines that I want, and I think it's going to work nicely. Yeah, got a faint glow at the top there, which is fantastic. And I'm just going to check my focus. So I'm going to focus about a metre in front of me. So looking at 8 seconds, f13, 160 ISO. So now to do a bit of light painting. I don't want to light too much on the foreground here, you know, on the pathway, because I want those shadows to come through and those nice layers, especially for a black and white image. So I'm really enjoying this camera now. Now I'm learning, and now I know it more. That should be enough. A bit there, and that will trying to reveal those colours. Well, that void, and a little bit up at the top there is what I want. Try not to get it on this wall here, which is very tricky. Okay, that's looking much more balanced. I like that one. Yeah, what I've done is I moved forward and we're getting some of the light from the top there in, and I'm interested to see what it looks like. So yeah, this is quite an interesting day. You know, it's a small area, but lots to be had. I'm going to move around that area where those few little rocks were in on our way in. Some lovely light going through here. It's really nicely lighting these rocks, and I'm not worried about what is outside. You know, I don't mind if that's overexposed. That is not my that's not what I'm worried about. If anything, if that is if it's underexposed, I'm going to have a load of clutter out there, and I don't want that. So if it is a little bit noisy still, I might try and soften it up later in editing. But yeah, that light is nice. It's all about the textures in here. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to end the video here. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been definitely fun doing this. A bit of a sudden end to our video though. I wanted to go to another spot, but unfortunately we can't because of the weather forecast. I've got to work out what I'm going to do for the next 12 hours basically. Actually it's 3 o'clock, so yeah, I need to work out where I'm going to be staying. I am thinking about this other spot not far from here. It's got toilets and stuff, and it's got water, so I might go there. There is someone here, but I don't know what they're doing. I don't want to impede on their stay here. But yeah, it's been fun, and I'm so glad I've got here. I've ticked this place off my bucket list. I've wanted to come here for the last probably about 2 years, 3 years, and I've seen photographs from some of my friends from here, and now I've been able to do the same thing. I didn't think I'd be doing it on a Fuji. I never thought I'd own a Fuji. I do own a Fuji, but I never thought it'd be a modern Fuji like this. Well, an X-T4 is modern to me anyway. My other Fuji is an S7000. I went out and did a bit of photography with that in a forest. If you are interested in that video and you're interested, check out that video up above. I'll link to that. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else I really want to talk about or anything I want to say, apart from the exposure on this camera is really struggling. Normally the auto exposure is really good, never had a problem, but it's just going all over the place today. I think it's something to do with the heat, because my camera, as soon as I feel this thing, it is hot. It is very hot. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to sign off, and I will see you in the next one, wherever that one will be, because I have got no clue at the moment. Yeah, should be interesting though. But we will be going up to Calbarry very soon, probably in the next video or two. Going to do film photography, aerial photography. We're going to be getting out with the Fuji. Going to be doing some stuff with my Canon 5D Mark IV. Do a bit of hiking and everything, and staying in a nice bit of accommodation there because of the heat and everything. The last thing I want to do is get a heat stroke and have to be airlifted out. Yeah. I've also got my PLB with me. I haven't got it registered at the moment. I do have my insurance, so if anything were to go wrong and I've got cover and stuff, I mean I've got Telstra reception and stuff, I can just register this little guy, get my plan going, and off I go. But when I go to Calbarry, this is going to be all registered and ready in case I fall or have heat stroke or something like that, or anything that where I physically cannot get back safely. I will take a bivy bag as well, so I can always spend the night out there if need be, in case I really suffered, and I don't want to rely on using this, and I can get myself out and maybe just need a bit of rest, but this is just for the extremes. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to head off, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.